This is the 2014 Mags on Media Cape Town Creative Week and Loeries special. As we mentioned earlier, there is an abundance of events and projects taking place in and around the city during Creative Week. One such project allows curious members of the public to meet and interact with creatives from different disciplines. It's called Meet the Makers.
Meet the Makers is an officially recognized World Design Capital project. It's a project of Creative Cape Town, and Meet the Makers explores the personalities, processes, and spaces behind local creative practitioners. This is our third year, always getting more diverse. The wealth of creative practitioners and producers in the city, from designers to artists to chefs, is overwhelming, and the talent is wonderful to explore with locals, fellow creatives, or even people who are fans or just interested in what goes into making certain things happen. We keep our ear to the ground for the city's best and brightest, and we reach out to unusual, unique, new, established, and there are no boundaries. Most creatives are overwhelmingly willing to share what they're doing with their peers and with other people interested in patronage or participating with, engaging with their work. It really highlights as I said, the wealth of talent that Cape Town has to offer. And it demonstrates that it's not just an easy industry. A lot of work and thought goes behind every process, from whether it's a simple logo placement or what someone plates their food upon. This is very considered, and it's really great to highlight this to a larger audience and show that behind the scenes sneak peek into all of the hard work that creative professionals put into their craft and their passion.
Another event taking place at this year's Creative Week was a hackathon hosted by the head of Facebook's Europe, Middle East and Africa's creative shop, Rob Newland.
It was really exciting today. We're running a hackathon with some of the young creatives from across South Africa. The purpose of this is really, it's actually born out of almost a development and engineering philosophy where you take a really short period of time to try and crack an idea. We're working with Cape Town Tourism today to try and crack a creative idea for them using some of the great talent in South Africa. What we do, we briefed this morning the guys, we've got 30, 40 people working currently in different teams to come up with great ideas, and in 2 hours time we'll judge those ideas, and the work is actually being shipped by Cape Town Tourism. This is something we'll turn into a creative campaign for them, answering off against the brief. This is to really use the creative talent. We've put different people together, we put media people together with creatives, with strategists, using all their different understanding, their learning of the inside around the people to craft great work for them.
And the winning team included creatives from Leo Burnett, Ogilvy, M&C Saatchi Abel and Popeye Media. Rob Newland was also involved with the judging process. We sat down with him and a couple of the other high-profile judges to chat about the judging process and the quality of work in the various categories. Colin Charles, Executive Creative Director, Publicis West Africa, thank you very much for joining us today. You've been judging the print work at the Loeries this year. One school of thought suggests that why bother with print advertising this time around? Isn't the medium dying?
Definitely not. I think there's always billboards and there's posters, and it's alive and kicking. And in fact, print is a place where you can really provoke people, get people to think right there on the spot. I must say that when I looked at all the work, there was some stuff of questionable taste, which is always good, but some that even challenged me, which also might be good. But I understand that maybe people are going to extremes to try and get noticed and provoked.
I think what's exciting about it is we're looking at the potential that lies in there. There's some really insightful work, really beautifully understanding the people that it's going to and creating great craft from it. There were things like from FNB. I think they created a really lovely piece of work with their Future Innovators idea, because what they understood was they were trying to recruit people. So they crafted great creative which tested people in and of itself, and to actually bring them into the campaign. The relevancy, the targeting, the craft that they'd thought about to put that together was really smart. We saw Other campaigns, like the street store idea, again, which just has a really lovely humanity to it. But how connections and how people are able to promote that and drive that forward using digital and using social media in a really innovative and clever way to try and push that idea out.
You've been judging events and public relations at this year's Loeries. I want you to put PR into some kind of important perspective for us. The general sense these days is that earned media is the sharp end of the brand's spear, so to speak. Why do you think that public relations has become so critical?
The cliched saying is, advertising is the brand saying we are the best, and PR is getting someone else to say they are the best. But PR, now interlinked with digital, is getting the consumer to say they are the best for me and why, which is very dangerous. But the PR traditionally, as it stood, of getting people to write about you, it's not. The consumer's a lot more involved, and that is digital. So, I mean, that's been the big thing for me. And it underpins, I always thought digital was just another arm. It's not. It underpins every single aspect of it.
It's the
and that
bedrock,
is that is PR now, isn't it?
How do you judge a category like that? What do you do?
Communication design, it can be very seductive. You can look at things that are absolutely beautiful and well executed, and I have a friend who says the level of mediocrity has gotten quite high. But to judge a category like that is to look for an idea that sears right through, something that is profound. I always think it's important to think about the degree of difficulty to do something. When somebody submits a business card, say, or a menu to a design competition, it's got to be pretty darn good, because other people are submitting books or projects that involved museum exhibitions or initiatives that have many legs or environment that need a lot of consideration. But of course, Jeremy, it's the idea that you always come back to.
Next on Mags on Media, drama and delight as we take our cameras into the 2014 Loerie Awards evenings.